Okay.
I'll get a new car today.
All right, so good morning. How was everybody's weekend?
Good.
Aye.
Oh dear.
Aye.
Before we get started, I want to do outlining. Ebony, come to the board and show me what first goes on the outline. What do you need to first do when you have your paper? Everybody get ready. Coming to the board. What's first that needs to go on the outline? Heather wasn't here, so she will not know. I'm going to mark it to everybody so that you can start to fill it in or pass it to you. Actually, matter of fact, once you finish doing the beginning of the outline, pass it to someone else. So everybody else figure out what happens when you do outline. What are the elements? What's the very first thing you should do when you get your paper, though? You're good. What Roman numeral then would that be? Okay, so that means somebody else get ready to figure it out. Let's go, James. We don't have all day today because I want to show you all the background to the great debaters. And I want to see if we can start to get into that because we all got to do our peer reviews on the very first paragraph of the descriptive essay. You're good.
Okay.
All right, next, to the board. You took a picture, you've done something, it's in your notes. If not, use the one used for your descriptive essay. You weren't here, so understand, it was on the video, but that's fine if you haven't seen it yet.
No, I watched it, but I have to write it down.
That's fine. She's got pens and all things, she's ready. Thank you, ma'am.
Oh.
Keep going, keep going. What else is missing? If that's Roman numeral 4, and I forgot when I tell y'all, for some reason I forget Roman numerals when I'm speaking this. I don't know what that is. What's the last Roman numeral you need? Yes, ma'am. Can you fill in anything else?
Alright, so these ones right here.
Which are Roman numerals what? Because for some reason I keep jumping down a number. I don't know why. But what Roman numerals are those?
2, 3, and 4.
Yes, ma'am. Go ahead.
Are your body paragraph.
Amen. So James, what is the, come up here and tell me what the Roman numeral 5 is. And don't forget, while we're doing this, your descriptive essays are due next Monday. Please try to write these as if you have no rewrites. Also, the more that you do now at the beginning of the process, you don't have to do it at the end when you're working to rewrite that, okay? Remember, you get at least your 5% as long as it's there, okay? Summary. Woo! Amen. All right, so what does your thesis consist of? Ebony, do you remember?
Yeah. It consists of.
Do you have a singular?
It's a summary of 2, 3, and 4.
All right, did everyone hear what Ebony, come do me a favor and write this on the board. What is it of? All right, that's what your thesis does. When it comes to your conclusion, again, James, what kind of summary or summarizing are you doing in your conclusion of your essay?
Main ideas.
You could do main points, right? But again, you could start, when you're starting your drafts, you go broad to narrow. So that means when you finish your conclusion, you go back narrow to broad. What does your main idea sentence consist of if you decide to do a main idea sentence and not a hook sentence, which you didn't write, but that was fine? What would your main idea consist of, Shanita? What's your main idea sentence consist of?
T and A.
What's T and A?
Come on, you can do it. You can do it.
Help her out, James.
You can
What's
do
T
it.
and A?
Topic and. Come on. A.
Not idea.
It starts with a letter A. It starts with a letter A.
Help her out. We're on a time thing. Come on.
Oh, attitude.
Topic and attitude. Good job. How many sentences are you working down your draft per paragraph since you were in college?
7 or 10.
7 to 10 complete sentences. Why are you making sure they're that long in length? And that they're complex, meaning they're long, complete sentences with information, not just your subject and your verb or subject and predicate. Why are you making sure you have sentences that are at least 7 to 10 complete sentences with content? Why? What are you writing for? Which I haven't issued you all just yet. Why did I tell you all I work on this structure? How many pages have I had to write before in college? And definitely grad school. Matter of fact, I did have to do it again for my second bachelor's in Spanish. I had to write a 20-page paper. Solamente en español. My first paper. Ever 20 pages, and it's not even in my, I guess, direct spoken languages. Like I said, Spanish is in my blood somewhere. So yes, you're writing for length as well. Remember, I haven't given you all page numbers yet. Your research paper, I'm debating to make it either 4 pages or 5 pages. But when I do this, it's because usually if you can write 10 sentences on 1 page, that is 20 sentences. Which means you end up, depending on the length of your sentences and what you use, you usually end up taking about the first page. Not all the time, but mostly. All right. Everyone okay with this concept? All right. Next, I'm going to assign you extra credit. So get ready. Write down what's for extra credits. But this extra credit's not going to be easy. It's up to you if you want to do this or not. You're going to have to do this extra credit MLA format, which means proper heading, proper page number, which is your last name, with the number at the top. It has to have a unique title. You cannot get help from me or Sydney on your syntax or your grammar or semantics, which means the form, your sentence structure, any period. You cannot get help on this. This is all you. Can't go see Ms. Holcomb downstairs. This extra credit you're going to have to work for. James, you get, and it's up to you if you would like to take it. You don't have to. I'm not going to play the whole thing. You get this.
What's wrong with her? She look like somebody from the Addams family, man. See, the whole point is, I need a regular girl, I don't need, a homegirl that's jumping out the limousine with the fur on and all
I've
that.
seen every girl.
That's not what I'm about, But that ain't what I'm about, man. I like regular girls, you know what I'm saying? Standing at a bus stop, sucking on lollipop. I asked for a roundaway fillet. Bring me stuck-up tuna, you know what I mean? I don't want Ivana, I want Tawana. You bring me these big, giant beads.
If you don't want to wear the beads, you don't have to wear the
They ain't
beads.
got nothing to do with that, you know what I'm saying? Yo, I'm a bad. Yo, give me camera. Sean.
Thank you for sharing.
You're welcome.
Next.
You know why I'm giving you that? Remember last class, I kind of hinted like, what happened to the girls from around the way? Like, what happened to getting the girls from the bodega or the store, the 7-Eleven, and you like want to put in videos, us in this classroom, like what happened to, everybody that you see in videos, yeah, they're real, not all might be authentic, but I picked this for you just for that reason. It's up to you if you want to do it, but you need to give me a paragraph on his background, which is personal, and you would need to tell me about this video. You would need to summarize this video. LL Cool J, Around the Way Girl. Hope you're writing it down. That's up to you if you want to take it, because I'm not holding still today for people to write. All right, moving on next. And the video's on YouTube. That, I give you a week on that extra credit, by the way, if you choose to do it. Then, shout out to James. I know you all saw the announcement. He knows his hip hop and old school, not sure how. But he was correct. Everybody was like, I don't know where third base came from, but hopefully they'll forgive me for comparing them. That's like saying all white rappers are the same when they're not. So I give you Shanita, just because y'all are sometimes like 2 peas in a pod. If you choose to do this, you would get this one.
Oh, man.
choose to. If you choose to, again, you need to give background information on Snow. You need to look at this video and give us background information on this video. Again, this will be due in a week. It's extra credit. You could not get help. It has to be MLA format, proper English, grammar, or academic English, because everybody's English is proper. I would say academic. All right. That leaves you, and then Heather, don't forget I said I'm going to let you pick and choose because I didn't write one down for you. That leaves you then, Ebony, for right now. I give you, and you might want to help out Ebony, so it's up to you, because 3 members in this group. Third base. Like I said, I don't know how they hit my spirit. And I'll be honest with you, I forgot that they were white. They might be Latinos as well, or Hispanic, I'm not sure, don't quote me. But either way, I forgot, I don't know why they ended up coming up when we spoke about rappers, when we talked about Logic class.
We've had dozens of letters from Brooklyn boys. If we just show some shots of their very special hometown.
Hey, yo, Pete, man, give me this money, man. Yo, you need some not
Yeah, we
Subi?
stepped off these square more collided.
There's enough for you, Subi?
That's real enough, man.
All right, Subi.
All right, man. Please go.
Hey, right now, you want to step to this?
Yo, baby, you see any rings on my fingers?
Yes?
You got me any of these rings?
No?
Why don't you step off?
Oh, this is beautiful. I don't believe I'm here.
Real cool, cause Brooklyn's cool. Friday on the last day of school. Girls stepping to the morning swing, setting up dollars for that summer fling. Cars on the avenue create gridlock.
So then, Ebony, you would need to tell me about third base, the group. Then you would need to tell me about this video. So Heather, that leaves, who would you like to, if you choose to, again, this is up to you all, but I'm giving you the option, and as an instructor, I think that is important, especially coming again from the student perspective as well. Sometimes you always don't do good on assignments, and you would like an option to have extra credit. Yes, extra meaning you have to do extra work, but I know some of us in this classroom do need it. Before we even go further, how many of you feel that you're still gaining knowledge? Take away the grade. How many of you feel like you're gaining knowledge? And that could be on anything. Raise your hand for me.
Gaining knowledge?
Mm-hmm. Ebony, Heather,
Oh, yeah.
Shanita. Okay, what about you, James? If not, that's fine. If you don't feel like you're gaining that, I'm good. I'm not trying to force you to say anything. Okay, that's fine. What about you, Cindy, while you sitting here? Okay.
Just getting there.
All right. With that, so Heather, who would you choose? Or
Can
who
I
would you-
do LL Cool J's Gangsta Paradise?
Oh, wait. Did she just go? Okay, so you want to do
Wait.
LL Cool J.
Gangsters.
No, I think that's Coolio. though.
Yeah.
Coolio, it's Coolio, my bad. Coolio.
But that's why I was just, first of all, I was just saying she threw out whatever she wanted to do. So I was like, okay, so you want to do Coolio?
Gangsta's Paradise.
Dang, that is a good one.
I know.
So that means you need to, let's see if we can find the video real quick. So you're going to need to,
As I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, take a look at my life. Real
all right, so
life.
go to YouTube. You're going to first have to give me background or give us all background. Oh, Dangerous Minds. Sometimes, I love this movie. This movie was a real good movie, Dangerous Minds. You'll need to give us information on him, and you need to give us information on this video. I already told you how you can connect it because it just ended up coming out on accident. But this is dope. So, okay. I respect your option as well. Again, this is something.
As I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I take a look at my life and realize there's nothing left. Cause I've been blasting and laughing so long that even my mama thinks that my mind is gone.
So yes, that's fine. Again, what you're working on when you do this extra credit, since I asked you MLA format, don't forget that means I'm like working on your writing, your reading, your researching, your critical thinking skills. So this is still crucial for your extra credit. Again, you cannot get help from us on this. So when you turn your extra credit, your sentences got to be on point, your punctuation, the format, everything. Okay?
So,
And again, that will be due in a week. So that's next Monday. Also but you'll bring that to me in class. But your essays, your descriptives are due next week. All right. From now on, we're getting ready for our debate. Sydney, I want you to start to do your moderator duties and start to time us on current event. Everybody's allowed 1 minute to tell us in summary what their current event is. We'll start with that before we go to VA Legend. Turn on the lights. It's a current event. Don't forget, everybody be ready for everything. Heather, you came in first today, so I will let you go first. Sydney's gonna start the time. You don't have to take up that full 1 minute. So do your best to stay in your time. Yes, ma'am. And your time starts when you start to talk.
Okay. It's about, the current event is about the Philippines church bombing. It happened in the southern city of Jojo in the Philippines after a senseless group called ISIS raised fear in the people after ISIS planted 2 bombs at a local church nearby during Mass. The first bomb exploded, killing 200 people and injuring more than 81. It has been more than 5 months since the assumed ISIS attacks have occurred, but for now, fears are now rising because they fear the church bombing that may trigger more deadly attacks in other cities across the region and sister countries.
Thank you, ma'am. Next, Ebony. Here you go. Thank y'all. How much time was that, by the way?
32.
Okay. I know Cindy's like, I wasn't ready for that, but yeah, she's starting her moderating duties. Okay, go ahead. Whenever you're ready, she'll start your time.
My current event is about the Democratic Governor Ralph Northam and his yearbook photo that surfaced.
That's the same one I did.
That's okay.
It is, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
So, it surfaced on, I didn't write the date, but I guess it was on Saturday.
That's what you have here in your
Oh,
article.
Friday.
Mhm.
Oh, Saturday, yeah. It surfaced on Saturday, and, well, that's when I actually heard about it, but I think it made the news on Friday. And, the Democratic Party Chair, Susan Swecker, feels that the governor needs to step down because she feels that they do not want to have any part of supporting him in this photo. The Virginia Legislative Black Caucus feel that the governor no longer can effectively serve as a governor because of this photo.
1 minute.
1 minute, sorry.
Here you go.
Okay. I know, that was.
You know, like I said, because now I'm starting to get you over. Everything you're doing is actually getting you ready for something else.
Okay.
And there's a reason for that, because you have to stay on time. If not, she did her duty. She's going to have to cut you off.
Okay.
Who's next?
All right.
Shanita.
That was interesting though. I've seen that in the news frequently.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's something crazy.
That's just proof how you act a fool when you're disgraceful in high school and you come back with like 2 years.
Oh, yeah.
That was actually at EVMS, when he attended EVMS in Richmond.
All right, so mine was on Governor Ralph Northam. So they were doing a protest in Richmond, Virginia. Only reason they were doing this protest is because he had a racism photo in his medical school yearbook. I feel like the Senate and delegates are not doing anything about the photo. I feel like he shouldn't even be governor anymore. And yeah.
Okay. When you do your summary, make sure you're summarizing, giving us the who, what, when, where, how, and why. Remove your opinion of I. But your opinion is valuable and validated, but save that then for the debate. You would have to, and you probably, when you debate, when we get ready to watch The Great Debaters, you're going to still not have to say I think. But I appreciate your work. Here you go. How many, what time?
32.
Okay. James.
Alright, my article is about.
Can I get it? Can I get it? Can I get it? Thank you, sir.
Yeah. My article is about Charles J. Hines, longtime district attorney in Brooklyn. Charles J. Hines is a Brooklyn district attorney for 24 years, sent corrupt officials to jail, and won praise for his approach to non-drug cases. His achievements as district attorney include the conviction of his fellow Democrat Clarence Norman Jr., the party's Brooklyn leader, on corruption charges that involved currency judicial candidates to hire the campaign counselors. Mr. Hines earned much praise for
That's okay.
intonating a program in which nonviolent drug
That's a minute.
off.
And it's initiating.
Oh, initiate.
I think it's initiating, the way you said it. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
So, here you go. Thank you.
Yo.
You good. So you probably all want to start to practice your current events at home and timing yourselves, okay?
Okay.
And I know I just threw that out today because don't worry. We're going to start for your VA Legends, the regular ones. Don't do extra credit just yet. Your regular ones, you get 2 minutes. So the first one, Heather, go.
Will we do the one about Trey Songz?
That's extra credit. Don't do any extra credit yet. Just do the one that you were assigned
2 minutes.
last time. A minute for each one. So,
Okay.
Alright, 5 facts about DJ Fonz. His real name is Michael Fontier. He began his radio career in 2001 at WOWY as an intern and stayed until October 2011. He was responsible for the launch of classical hip-hop Armament on WHBT FM in January 2015. He was nominated for Billboard Mix Show of the Year, and in 2014 he became music director and remained #1 for 7 years. And the 5 facts, well, it's more about DJ B. He has been on the Virginia airwaves for over 15 years. He is originally a Philly native. He has been in the radio for over 21 years. He has had Fresh Radio on for 8 years. We reached out to his wife to obtain information, but didn't get much information because he likes to keep it personal. But he is married and has kids. And from anywhere in the world, you can hear DJ B, The Block Show, kicks off in its 18th year on the iHeartMedia 103 James in Norfolk, Virginia.
Okay, thank you. So we have to respect, yes, that he wants to keep it all about his profession, and that is respected. And I'm glad you were able to gather more information though for the legend aspect. You can go ahead and stop. How much time was that for?
27 for the first one and 31 seconds for the second.
Okay, and DJ B has made an impact on VA. Like you said, he's from Philly, but because of his contribution to, at the time it was Clear Channel when I was there, but now it's iHeart, but also Fresh Radio. All right, who's next? That would be Ebony.
J.R. Reed. He is a basketball player. Well, he was a star basketball player at Kingsville High School. He was born in Virginia Beach, Virginia. His first name is Herman, last name Reed. I don't know how they got J.R. Reed over that, but it doesn't say. And he was born on March 31st, 1968. He was first drafted in the NBA in 1989. He played for San Antonio Spurs, the Milwaukee Bucks, New York Knicks, Los Angeles Lakers, and Cleveland Cavaliers. And in 2011, he returned to basketball as an assistant college coach. Sean Barber is a former football linebacker. He was born on January 14, 1975. In Richmond, Virginia. He graduated from Hermitage High School. In 1998, he was a round 4 NFL draft pick. He played for the Washington Redskins from 1998 to 2001. He attended the University of Richmond, where he played a safety in his freshman year, and he changed positions in 2010. In his sophomore year, he changed positions, and in 2010, he became a coaching intern for the Philadelphia Eagles.
Good job. Work on enunciating and projecting your voice. Go ahead. What was the time?
46 for the first one, 37 for the second.
All right, next, Shanita. James, calm it down.
He's excited.
I know, he's excited. Go ahead.
Alright, I'm gonna do Cam Chancellor.
Yes, yeah, please, because yes.
He was born April 3rd, 1988. He's from Norfolk, Virginia. His nickname is Bam Bam. He was drafted by the Seahawks in the 5th round of the 2010 NFL Draft. Oh yeah, and he played for the Seattle Seahawks. D'Angelo Hall, he went to State University. He was born November 19, 1983. He graduated from Deep Creek High School. He lives in Chesapeake, Virginia, and he plays for the Washington Redskins.
Good job. Go ahead, Sydney.
25 for the first one and 14 seconds for the second.
Okay. James.
Okay. born Iverson and Aldo's.
Island Iverson.
Yeah, Allen Iverson.
Just call him AI. You're good. Keep going.
Yeah, AI. He was born June 7th, 1975, Hampton, Virginia. He went to Georgetown College 2 years. His first overall NBA drafted in 1996. He was 11-time NBA All-Star. He was inducted into the Alonzo Smith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame 2016. Alonzo Mourning.
Alonzo. He goes by Zo. You're good.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Alonzo Mourning, born February 8th, 1970, Chesapeake, Virginia. He went to Indian River High School and also Georgetown College 4 years forward. He is a NBA Hall of Fame in 2014, and he quoted, "I had to develop the mentality and stay positive about making my comeback."
And when you said good job, and when you said as a forward, you mean his position as a forward? He played a forward position, like in basketball, because he's a basketball player or retired now. Because you said moving forward or something about forward.
Oh, I'm saying like moving forward, like.
Oh, you were trying. Oh, okay. Look at you, already working on your debate skills. Go ahead, Sydney. What do you have?
It was 42 seconds for the first one and 32 for the second.
All right, I'm gonna play this song just because I'm a CP. Ebony, what do J.R. Reed and I have in common?
University of Virginia. Richmond, Virginia? I have no idea.
Kempsville High School.
Oh, Kinsville High School.
Figure out why I'm playing this song. This is why I ended up liking this song, I think. I saw it first on Revolt. Thank God. Diddy's channel does still play videos, but you gotta pay extra. See all y'all smiling too. I'm hip. I'm up to date. I'm gonna do it one more time. And I ended up liking this song just for this reason. I went with CP, Siobhan Parker, to her show at the North.
Listen, I'm in love with Kehlani, so I'm so glad you're listening.
This is why I started liking her. Again, listen to the very first part. She brought it back. She's not even from VA.
Everything I do it with a passion. If I gotta be a bitch, I'ma be a bad one. Yeah, I ain't out the designs to right.
What'd she say?
I'm with
AI with the
design.
I do it with a
design
passion. If I gotta be a bitch, I'ma be a bad one. Yeah, I ain't out the designs to right.
Designs do-rag.
Designers do.
So the do-rag, sometimes people wear around their head. That's her using also language as art, but also still describing how he was. AI had an ill crossover, by the way. Need to hear one more time?
Nah.
You sure? Okay.
She was also on a track with Logic and Kyle.
Yes. What? All right. So VA Legends extra credit. When you get up, make sure you tell me extra credit. You get a minute. We'll start with James. You get 1 minute.
Alright, I don't know how to pronounce his name, but I'll try my best.
Plexico Horace. I hope you go ahead.
Alright, Plexico Burns, born August 12, 1977, Norfolk, Virginia. His high school went to is Green Run High School, and he attended to Michigan State University, MSU. Former NFL wide receiver. Also, he won Super Bowl 42 in the team of New York Giants against New England Patriots. That's it.
Good job.
Thank you.
32 seconds.
Next, Shanita, you have Alvin Kills Jr.
You did good. You keep it in time.
Alright, Alvin Kills Jr. He's from Fort Smith, Virginia. He's a sports agent. He enjoys playing softball. He has worked with the D'Angelo Foundation. And he loves spending time with his family.
Did you have 5 facts? Okay. What's the time?
20.
Work on, as you're starting to present, you're going to need to go a little bit longer, but still make your case or your sentences heard. Does that make sense? All right. You write the same way as well. So we're going to have to work on figuring out how we can help you expand on that. Okay? And nothing wrong with that. Who's next? Ebony, you have Sandra Bullock, thanks to James shouting out stuff.
Sandra Bullock is a film actress. She was born on July 26, 1964 in Arlington, Virginia. She was born, her mother was a German opera singer. When she was 5 years old, she performed in an opera in Germany. In 1986, she left college and moved to New York to pursue an acting career. She was named Entertainer of the Year in 2009 and 2013 by Entertainment Weekly.
20 or 30 seconds.
All right, Heather, you have Trey Songz. He just dropped, I think, a new song over the weekend.
Alright, Trey Songz, founded the charity Angels with Heart. Trey's biggest musical influence was D'Angelo. When Trey Songz was 17, he won a contest to sing with Aretha Franklin. He was a barber in training, and the tattoo on his chest is dedicated to his family members.
Good job. Repeat for me the very first fact, because a lot of people do not know that.
He founded the charity Angels with Heart.
Mm-hmm. And then you talked about Aretha Franklin. She worked and blessed his very first project, if you do not know that. She really, remember I said you need one person that believes in you and definitely sometimes co-signs for you? Mm-hmm. She co-signed for him. If you look at the very first project, maybe before the semester's over, because that is one of the songs that would be the soundtrack to my life, was the first one that he actually got commercial airplay for. But then it's the remake to that, and I can't even talk to it. Aretha Franklin is on that remake. So that is good for that. Your next legends. Are you ready?
That was 17 seconds. But
17? Okay. So work on getting the length again for yours. All right? Just a little bit long. You don't want to go over, you don't want to be short, but like I said, this is something new I implemented today, so I don't expect you all to, I won't expect you to be prepared for that, and that is okay, but now we'll be prepared for it. Shanita, you ready? This is going to be our VA Legends Rogue Edition. Let me tell you why. You get DJ Red Alert.
Me?
Mhm.
You said Shanita.
Oh, excuse me, Shanita. I'm looking at you and thinking Ebony at the same time. So sorry. Shanita, you get DJ Red Alert. And we've been friends probably for like 12 years. He's very proud of you all. Maybe next class when you talk about him, I might be able to see if I can call him just so he can give you all words of encouragement. You get him because he went to Hampton University. All right? You get, remember I kept saying for some reason, I had already assigned this on the 30th of January. You get KRS One. This is the book I was telling you all about. We'll talk about it in a second. Because in this book, he talks about Jamestown. He also spoke at VSU, and then I've drafted a project on him. And I've actually had 2 projects, and a lot stem from this book. You all are going to get that content today if you need it for your descriptives. James, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
You get my family members. You get Dr. Carlotta Freeman. Carlotta Freeman, Dr. Thomas Freeman's daughter. And you get Gentonio, and don't worry about spelling, I'll get him to you. E, which is Evermont, I believe his middle name is, Turner.
E Turner.
Mm-hmm. Don't worry about spelling, I can get you spelling.
E Turner.
Mm-hmm. Ebony, let me make sure I look at you correctly. You get the Kojo brothers, Boris and Patrick. Why both went to VCU. I actually used to hang out with Pat. We used to call him Pat Kojo. We used to hang out together at VCU. He was on the basketball team. So you get those 2 because
Boris
they...
and
Patrick Kojo. Mm-hmm. Heather, since you just gave information about Trey Songz, this would only be so right. You get NJOB, which is Nate Jones on bass. Me and him are friends. We've been friends just as probably 10 to 11 years, almost as the length of time I've been friends with Red Alert. I believe I met both of them when I was in radio. So you get Nate Jones on bass, and you get Ramos. I always call him Ramos, but it's Ricky Ramos. Both of these 2 gentlemen are in Trey Songz band, and yes, they are sweeties. So now, do you see why I called that the Rogue Edition? You get it? Oh, we're gonna go real more Rogue. Don't worry. But those are it. Everybody got what you need?
Yeah, it's the way you say it, Rogue.
Rogue, yes, we all Rogue. Next time we're going political.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, we're gonna go political. All right, everybody has their legends. Now, let's see, I have a plan for today. Do you want to do your peer work first, or do you want to watch a video that stems from the early 1900s that kind of probably ties into the era, of course, of Dr. Thomas Freeman? Before we get in, the very last thing we're going to do is going to start to watch the Great Debaters content. But do you want the video now before you do your descriptives, or do you want it after? Is that, or do you want like a quick mental break? That's what I'm asking. Do you want it before, or do you want to spend that? Either way, you have time in your descriptives. The video is only, the music video is 2 minutes long, so it's up to you what you want to do. Peer work first. Don't look for everybody's mistakes. Just go over it, make sure you see what you see. Or do you want to do the song first? Song? Okay. Now, I went to get groceries yesterday at Harris Teeter. The gentleman ended up saying something about Billie Holiday, and I was like, oh, I'm familiar with her. Let me tell you why. This song that I'm going to play with you, since it is Black History Month, but every day is History Month for women's history, Black history, Chinese American history. Every day, if you think about it, is history. But this, what I'm going to show you, I believe if you end up taking Mr. Thiel, I asked him to be also a judge for the debate, but he has class, so he can't. But if you take Mr. Thiel, I believe in his class, he gives you the song lyrics. I don't know if he plays it for you. So if you do take him and he uses this, I'm preparing you for him to be aware of it. This song was very strong during slavery and, of course, during the Civil Rights Movement, but it's implemented in Birth of a Nation. And I guess I should tell you why. If you've seen it, it's a tree and they hang the slaves from. So when you listen to this, it goes, your art notebooks, listen for the artistry. And the slaves were hung from this tree. Now this tree has been implemented in Daughters of the Dust, I believe, or something similar. And I end up using that in my PowerPoint for the Igbo language that I've done at ODU. Then I end up making the connection by accident, and Sydney's been here to see all of my stumbles and trials and tribulations, but also ones that are beneficial, ones that I be a cussing and a fussing. She also helped me. She goes, I think that was implemented in Lemonade. And I was like, wait, but I need the picture. Beyonce then has implemented that, yes, that artwork in Lemonade. That tree, when you see them sitting and stuff, that tree, she got that concept from Daughters of the Dust. So when you hear this song, listen to the lyrics.
Southern trees bear strange fruit, blood on the leaves and blood at the root, black bodies swinging in the southern breeze, strange fruit hanging from the poplar trees. Pastoral scene of the gallant south, the bulging eyes and the twisted mouth, scent of magnolia, sweet and fresh. Then the sudden smell of burning flesh. Here is a fruit for the crows to pluck, for the rain to gather, for the wind to suck, for the sun to rock, for the tree to drop. Here is a strange and bitter cry.
You see how descriptive that was? So if you didn't see the image, which like I said, it's in Birth of a Nation as well, when the slaves were being hung from the tree. And a student last semester ended up needing help. David came to me and was like, I need help, and I read it and I was like, oh, this is about the slaves being hung from the tree. So that's the song that goes with that, and hopefully Gail will respect that. I implemented that to show you that it's an actual song that goes with that. When you write your descriptive essays, you see how descriptive she was saying that? You need to be just as descriptive when you're describing that. So let's go ahead and get into descriptive essays. You have up until, we'll do noon for everyone, because that gives us 40 minutes to get into the other content that we need. All right, so go ahead and get together. As a group, I would suggest that everybody has it. Only the first paragraph, so that should only be the first paragraph. 7 sentences if, or 5 to 7 sentences. Don't go further. If your partner has written more, no. For your homework, you have to do your second paragraph and your third paragraph, and next time in class, we'll see if we can go ahead and work on that. So go ahead, I would pass your papers to the right, meaning James Drizzle is going ahead.
Print it out.
Did I not send the announcement that said that?
In bright red.
Oh, yeah.
Do you not have yours either, James?
I didn't print mine out.
No.
So that means you two, I don't know that you spend time, that was part of your class work today. That means Heather and Ebony, you two get time to do what you needed to. For the other two that do not have what they need, you two need to either sit and write, make sure your first is written to type it. Or
No, I sent it to you, it's on the thing, I just didn't print it out.
you sent it,
Mhm.
that's not what it was supposed to be. Do you have a copy of it? Because I didn't say send it in. What is my code? I don't remember what my code is to get in that part. Because I know I posted an announcement. So Ebony and Heather, can you two get together for me? And you all have 15 minutes to do what you need to do. Please make sure you all give each other thorough feedback, only first paragraph.
So I'm reviewing hers and she's doing mine.
Yes, ma'am. All right, on Canvas, which comes to you all email now, I'm gonna show you, since two of them got printed, I know it was up here, announcements. After I shouted out James. Right here, need it for Monday the 4th, bright red. And then it says if it's not typed in print, it's for peer group work. If you two want to move to the back together, you can. Go ahead, you're fine, thank you. Thank you for having what is needed.
I'll send you the Kyle track with logic and camera.
Oh, that's on my phone. Okay. From now on, to do in-class peer group work, it has to be printed and it has to be ready, like you were getting ready to submit a hard copy in class. Oh, I forgot, talking about, can you see that? I turned off the screen, like, can y'all see that? While y'all spending 15 minutes waiting on your peers, you might want to start writing your second one, but it needs to be typed. Second and third in the next class. So at least you're using your 15 minutes wisely. It says it right there. What does it say, James and Shanita? And that was posted on January 30th.
I checked it Wednesday. I haven't checked it since then.
Is that your number one? From now on, I'm going to email you directly for what's needed in this class, okay? And I'm gonna CC myself in city, so that means I know that it's been there, or it's been received.
Yeah, I know. Is this from the book?
Mhm. Do you see that one? I don't know if I do, so it's not here. This should not still be here, and I'm like, who is this thing? I have it here. I don't appreciate that. I know it's being taped, so. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't, the underhandedness does not have that. That needs to be done. All I gotta do is come and sit and watch or something. Sitting right here. I'm boiling right now. I'm boiling.
Woosah.
Oh, okay, I'll look at what you sent me. I think y'all, I'll look at it. Is it the YouTube link?
No, that's just the,
Oh, just the title?
yes.
Okay.
The Jake Park one is good. It's in Korean.
Okay.
Kyle's part is in English, but Jay's part is in Korean.
Okay.
He's catching a lot of flack right now because he's been running his mouth on Twitter.
Do you think we're passing out to I do have, and I have to do Heather's premiere too. No, just keep on. Do what you're doing. You're fine.
We're good.
You're done? Oh, well, come up, come up. No, you don't have to wait all 15 minutes. As long as you're done and you need what you need, or you got done what you need. Don't forget, next class, second and third, I don't, because it's your rough draft, your peer review, get ready.
Thank you for letting us do that too, because reading hers and seeing how she worded her stuff, it's gonna help me get past the stuff that I was on before.
Good job. Don't forget, you need 2 and 3 by next class. Have that printed. It's due next